All right, so thank you for coming back to my channel. So we will continue the integration test from now, and I think it's the last one of the integration test. Yeah, okay, so just the way we were returning the value was incorrect. Yeah, so I had to correct it, but it is just as we were doing. Okay, so we made sure that we get the root of the JSON, and then this comes under the root of the JSON. That's exactly what we were doing. Okay, so nothing wrong with what we were doing. So we get the object mapper, right, and then we PS that details, the body that we pass on in through the object mapper, and then we store into a JSON node that becomes the root node. We pick this node from the data node from the root node and store it as a data node, and then we check that it's not a null, and if it's not a null, then we carry on and go for the next node under it. So the next node that we want is the token, and we check that that is not a null, and then we return it as a test, and then we do all that necessary stuff. So basically deserialization it, and that's what we've done right here. And then if we go back to the test, and it's now passing, if we run that test again, and that is this login test. So now if this is right, then hopefully the rest are okay. I think this was what was causing the trouble. So now we are able to create a user, we are able to log in. Let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to call receiver. Okay, let's see if a call receiver we can create a user, do this thing, and then sorry about the noise. I had to close the door because there's a bit of noise outside. What was that? Yeah, so this is correct. It creates a user, and that's the thing. And if we want to go into it, it's simply just create add a install it in as a response, and then return it, right? But it goes a bit further inside this method that we are calling, which is inside the test space. We are passing on the header, and we are passing on a body. The body is basically, yeah, so the body is basically, where did I end up here? So the body is the we generate the data that we want to create the user registration, isn't it? So we generate it, install it into here, then we pass that data with the header to create a user. You see how far we come. We've started from the beginning where we create a user, and then we get a response, and then we take the body out and put it in here. Okay, so we do whatever necessary we need, and then we take that resource again, and then we extract username out of it. See where we started installing to as a username, and then we log in with the username and the password that we created with that user at the beginning, and we say, hey, this is it, right? And then we make a call, and to make a call we use a phone number. So we just get a fake phone number, and that is one of the data that we pass on. And the easiest way for me was to do it like this, because to create a JSON and all that stuff was crazy. And so to create a phone, not a call yet, to create a phone for that call receiver, we need a call receiver as we need their full name, we need their phone number, and the relationship to the user or the caller. So this is the body that we create for it, for the call receiver. We got a telephone, a user, the user that we are creating it for. It looks like this needs an updating, right? So because the telephone and the user we are doing it for is compulsory, but the relationship and that isn't. So this needs updating. So, but I'll leave it as it is for now. We pass on this to and a header, right? Install it into here as a body, right? And we're going to use that as a body for the to create a new call receiver, and it works. Okay, so it works because this is passing, and then we return it. So here we've got a user, and then we create a call receiver for it, but obviously the data we're sending is not the full data, it's just half of it, right? But that's fine because we've created the call receiver successfully with 200. The relationship is a null, full name is also a null, so that's wrong. We can add that one in later with a fake or something, which I will try and do later, unless you want this prolong this one and make it long. We could just get another faker where we get the first name, get a full name and relationship. We just pick something up. Okay, I'll fix it in the end, and then let's see if we can now get a caller. So it looks like I've tried to do it before, but it wasn't working, so I'll pick it up another time to see if I can get it working. But it looks like for now it's just difficult passing that kind of thing into it. So let me see what I can do here. And let me go back into here. I'm just gonna copy this one and add it to this one. We're gonna add it somewhere here, maybe, right? And then we need to put it here. So I'll do that offline, but as far as we are concerned, this works here, and I will sort this out in the near future. So let me do a caller and see if this works. So this is where we make a call, and it goes through the same process, right? It generates the call data, and it creates a call receiver, which also creates a user and all that stuff. You know how it goes. And then you get the body. We get the body of the call receiver, install it here, and we just do a whole lot of stuff. And then login for telephone number. Yeah, so we are extracting and the telephone and the user name from the call receiver response body, and then we are doing the JsonObject thing again here, where we pass the user and that telephone to make a call. So we make a call, we pass on the telephone, and this is gonna fail, isn't it? And then we go through, this is a body here where we create a telephone and the user that we want to make a call with, the telephone that we want to make a call, and the user we are making the call with. And but where's the call receiver anyway? So we then pass it on to the endpoint, but let's see, I think this should fail for some reason. I know, because I've updated it. If it does fail, then I have to fix the problem behind the scene. Yeah, it will fail. That's right, because in the new version I'm passing on more than just the telephone and the username. Yeah, I'm actually passing on quite a few other things. I think telephone, the user making a call is the username, the telephone number we are making a call, and then we are also passing on start time, end time, and maybe discount. So this is why maybe at this particular time this wasn't there, it wasn't up to this date and it was passing, but this time it's not. So because the value of this one says because it says JSON node as test, because the value return of the JSON node is a null, cannot invoke the JSON. I know that because I knew when I was going through. I mean, I already said that error extracting the data from the response body. Okay, so we need to fix that, this one as well, because I think it's picking the wrong node. Yes, so there's quite a few things to fix here, and then it says, hey, it's not 200, it's actually 400 backward request. So there's quite a few things to fix there, but I'm glad that we've come this far. And then if we can fix that, then we can fix these others as well. So I'll be back with a fix, and then I'll explain what it is. Okay, all right, then I'm going to end the video here because anymore and it will prolong the video. And see you in the next run. Thank you for coming back to my channel.